Thanks for coming in today. I almost forgot to start the weather. So let's start the weather. Yay! We've got weather. We got some snow. This looks more like a wintry Minneapolis evening, even though I've set the sim to daytime. Thanks for coming in today. I've messed around with the stream quite a bit, out of necessity, unfortunately. So hopefully it works. And if it doesn't, well, it is what it is. But the show must go on. Thanks for coming in today, everybody. If you're in the chat, let me know you're here. If you're not in the chat, don't let me know you're here. Get it? Anyways. We are in the CJ4, and we're just going to do a little flight. Minneapolis has got their Operation Deep Freeze event going on, which is featuring MSP, but we're going to go out of St. Paul, which is STP. Give them a different look here, because I'm sure they got plenty of people that are going to be going in and out of... Streamception, oh god. Out of Minneapolis. So, we're going to depart off of St. Paul right here. 10 and clear, like that. Got the Zambro 7 departure, and we're going to make our way all the way down here to Indianapolis Executive, which is uncontrolled. Just north of big Indianapolis Airport right there. Stole a little rowdy route from FlightAware. Seems like a nice little jog for the CJ4 for me to kind of test out and see if the stream is going to be worth anything on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, because I have figured out that it's only Flight Sim 2020 that's given me any kind of issues when it comes to streaming after an absolute plethora of tests this afternoon. We also figured out that the internet problem is not my fault, it's Spectrum's fault. They did determine that it is on their end, so that's, you know, we're gonna have to kind of let it ride. Hopefully we do not have any drop frames tonight. Anyways, I think we should get started. Let's turn this baby on. We're going to do it the easy way. Control E. Turn the P2 eats on, turn the logo on for the sake of having it on. Make sure all the lights are as bright as they can be. Make sure the passengers have their seat belts on.
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Spraying up these FMSs so you guys in the chat can actually see what I'm doing. Bing, bang, boom. Let's listen to this baby from outside. Sounds good to me. Engine 2 is almost there. Good fixins, thanks for coming in today. Good to see you, buddy. Much love. This is OBS Studio, yes sir. Here, I'll go Streamception so you can see what I'm working with here. There's a little Streamception for you. Same, but different. I've got it set up pretty much the same, honestly. A few extra things that I had to do. I gotta have this little guy open so that the header actually updates with people's names for when they resub or whatever. Little Streamlabs, Streamlabels kind of deal. But otherwise, yeah. So far, it seems to be okay. Obviously, I'm only going at 720p, and there might be some stutters here and there. But, we're gonna make it work. you know, it is what it is,
Northwest
right?
869 Minneapolis Center on my frequency.
We do have to get a clearance, chat. G-Nice for you. Thanks for coming in today. Happy Friday indeed. Indeed. I am off work until Wednesday. I have 4 days off, including my birthday on Sunday. I do plan on streaming again tomorrow afternoon for the Virtual USA Flying Club event. This is tomorrow. Finally here. It's been a long break with the Flying Club events, but we got Home Field Advantage Flight number 1, the Virtual USA Flying Club Snowbirds, Scottsdale, Flagstaff, Sedona, Grand Canyon National tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern. I will be streaming this, hopefully, assuming my internet cooperates. Virtual USA Flying Club action. Thank you very much, Eric Flight. I appreciate that. So yeah, we're looking forward to that event coming up on, what did I just say? The event is coming up on tomorrow afternoon. Yep, looking forward. I will be streaming for that. I will not be streaming on my birthday because I will be doing birthday things, whatever that means. Let's go ahead and get a clearance. I'm already very distracted today, chat. Oh, where's a pen? I need a pen. There we go. Minneapolis departure, good evening. Citation 124, Mike Charlie on the ground at St. Paul. Clearance to whatever we filed. Any exec. Almost forgot the airport I was going to, chat.
124, Mike Charlie, Minneapolis departure, cleared to Kilo Tango, Yankee, Quebec. Number 7 departure, radar vectors Nodine is filed. Maintain 4000, expect flight level 310, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency will be 124.7, squawk 0125.
Alright, we're cleared to the Indy Executive Airport. The Zambro 7 departure, radar vectors Nodi, 4000 initial, 310 and 10 departures with you, 24-7, 0125 squawk. Citation 124, Mike Charlie.
124, Mike Charlie, reback corrected, eyes ready to taxi, expect runway 32.
Looks back 32, thank you. Hey, I know that guy. I control him a lot when I'm controlling on Kennedy. He's a good dude. The guy with the little, he has a voice impediment, speech impediment, I guess.
Northwest 869,
he's a good dude.
Departure radar
that guy,
contact.
that Northwest 1999. I always enjoy controlling him at Kennedy.
Maintain 17,000.
He's a super nice guy. Super, super, super nice guy when I've talked to him in text before. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to understand him, obviously, because he's got that voice thing, but good pilot. So, I always enjoy controlling him at JFK, I really do. We should probably put the flight plan into the airplane now that we've got it, right? Index, positioning it. Here we go. We're going from KSTP to the airport that I can't even remember, which is TYQ, KTYQ. We don't have an alternate. Because the weather is severe clear, I think.
Northwest 869, contact Minneapolis Center 133.4.
Part out here off of runway. Interesting. This. Oh no, there is a 3-2. There's a 3-1 and a 3-2 at this airport. That's really interesting. That almost threw me off, chat. Not gonna lie. Working. There we go. Working. Thank you. So we've got all that in. There's vector. Okay, very good. ODY. Oh, I don't like that it puts that in there right now. After ODY, we've got J30 to Bribe, BRIBE. 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 Not on airway. Okay, well, this is awkward. BRIBE. what is on the airway then? I'm a little confused now here. I'm not gonna lie. BRIBE. Yeah, okay. Well, I think something's not right with this flight plan. So there's no J30. I think it just goes direct to bribe. So let's delete. So let's delete the J30. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Okay. So BRIBE to Jake's JAKKS to VHP. And then KTYQ. Okay, oops. I guess I accidentally took TYQ out of here. My fault. TYQ. Okay, so now we should be correct here. So that airway doesn't exist apparently, but I just looked on SkyVector. It is direct from ODI to bribe. It's weird. And then in. Perfect. So that's all squared away. Something happened on the stream. Hey, Ian, thank you for the 6-month resub. I appreciate it. Pilot23, my good buddy Ian, appreciate the 6-month resub. Thank you so much for coming in today. Much, much appreciated, buddy. Alright, so that's in the box. Now what do we got to do? We got to take our 2 passengers and 100 pounds of bags that we got on board, and we're going up to 310. Boom, boom, boom. Take off. The wind here at St. Paul is 230 at 6. And the temperature is a cold -11. Oh my god. That's going to be, it's bitter. They're calling it the deep freeze event. They're not calling it the deep freeze event for nothing, chat. It's freaking cold. It ain't snowy, but it's cold. So let's send that away. I'm gonna try to remember to do the freaking speeds on approach because it's a longer flight. I'm guarantee I'll forget, chat, like I have every other time that I haven't done it to start. But we're gonna try and remember. We're gonna try. Don't hold me to it, chat. Just don't hold me to it because you never know what I'm capable of. 0215. Okay, so squawk's good. Initial 4,000. The box is set. I think we're finally ready to make moves, chat. It only took me a year and a half to kind of get this mojo going. So, let's release the parking brake and get the fudge out of here. We gotta get the rest right to the left here. Let me open up taxiway diagram so I don't get lost. We're gonna be short of Bravo. Okay. So we're gonna be right here, short of Bravo is where we're gonna be. And departure. Citation 124, Mike Charlie is ready to taxi.
Citation 124, Mike Charlie, safe position on the airfield.
Yeah, we're at the FBO short of taxiway Bravo. Just near the intersection of Charlie.
124, Mike Charlie, roger. Runway 32, taxi via Bravo Alpha 2 Alpha.
Bravo Alpha 2 Alpha to 32, citation 124, Mike Charlie. Alright, so it's going to be the first right, first left, and then a right again, Chad.
Minneapolis approach, hello. This is Darren, November 422 Kilo Whiskey. About 50 miles to the west.
Let's see, we got the flaps set for takeoff. Taxi on out of here. Oh, nice. This is one of those taxiways that just wasn't quite completed in Flight Sim 2020 because there's a little bit of grass here. It's always very funny.
Air 422 Kilo Whiskey, Minneapolis Center, or sorry, Minneapolis.
How do I make it speak to ATC? Oscar 195. I'm on a network called VATSIM. VATSIM. It is a virtual network that you can connect with Flight Sim and also connect using different clients via ATC. so that it's all person to person, and you can communicate with other people doing real-world ATC. It is free. Oscar 195, you can join. The website is www.vatsim.net.
Or 422 Kilo Whiskey.
And it is free to
still not
join. So
seeing you
yes,
on
you
my
can join
radar.
as long as you have a
Might
sim
be
that can
underneath the
connect.
shelf. Say your position one more time.
Kenny Monster's got the link for you there.
Yeah,
Hey, Foster.
2,500, and I'm about
Foster 36.
I'm about to the west, like about 50 miles. And
11
so
months.
I'm just looking to kind of transition to airspace.
Appreciate that, Brandon. Yeah,
and
you
I
are
was wondering
stunting on
what
Ian
you-
right
what
there,
you'd like
because
me
that
to
is
do on that.
11 is more than 6.
Or 422 Kilo Whiskey. Roger, I can't really do much for you until you pop up on my scope here.
So Oscar 195, it's free to join, and then whenever
Looks
you,
like
if
you
you
were
want to
assigned
learn,
6363.
there are a lot of videos on YouTube that
Yeah,
you
put me
could
back
use
VFR,
to
but
kind
I
of
can
get the
pop
feel
it back,
for
no problem.
talking to ATC and things like that.
2 Kilo
So
Whiskey, Squawk 6363.
I wouldn't be afraid of it if that's what you're
worried.
worried about. You don't have any fear. You know, a lot of the controllers on here are also willing to help. But it would be better if you did have some base knowledge going in. So I would definitely, you can find a lot of YouTube videos online about ATC communications. So Ian and Brandon, thank you both so much for resubbing, guys. I
Radar
appreciate you
contact,
both.
climb and maintain 17,000.
It's too bad neither of you guys will be able to come over for my birthday, but I forgive you. Oh, you don't have to worry about getting stuff wrong, Oscar 195. I'm a real-world pilot, and I do this VATSIM stuff for fun, and I get stuff wrong. So, you know, there's nothing to fear when it comes to that. Why don't we say we get on out of here, chat? Let me look at this departure actually real quick. I never looked at the SID. I should probably do that if I'm going to actually fly it, because I'm pretty sure it's just a radar vector departure here. Zambro 7. Yeah, it's just a 326 heading. So I'm going to set a 326 heading.
Air 422 Kilo Whiskey, radar
And
contact.
I'm actually just going to go in heading here.
Maintain
and the radar
VFR, and I'll have a
vectors
Bravo clearance for you shortly if I can
there.
accommodate it.
So that's going to be
Yeah, no worries,
easier.
sure, appreciate it. So 2 Kilo Whiskey, I'm going to 3,500 right now.
Smart thing to do, chat. Always look at the SID before you actually go and take off. Citation 124, Mike Charlie is ready for departure short of 32.
Station 4 Mike Charlie, fly runway heading, runway 32, cleared for takeoff. Wind 230 at 6.
32, clear for takeoff. Citation 124, Mike Charlie.
TFDS
Thank you for that follow, Oscar
2561,
195, I
turn
appreciate it.
left
Thanks for
direct
coming in today.
McConnell, resume on navigation.
Finals clear, runway's clear. It's a snowy runway. I think we'll survive.
Or 422 Kilo
Take off
Whiskey,
thrust.
yeah, just for your information, you're about 15 miles or so from my border.
V1, rotate.
So it's fine to be with me now. That's why
Yeah, no problem. I was released from center because he couldn't
Positive
pick me
rate,
up,
gear
so
up.
I just want to do it early and often, and thank you so much, 2 Kilo Whiskey.
Yeah, not a problem. Radar coverage out there is a little
Oh yeah,
dicey.
she's
So you want
climbing
slow
fast
floor.
and loose here right now. We'll go ahead and get the yaw damper on.
Yeah, I couldn't find
Flaps up.
anything that wasn't beat me to death that gave me radar coverage, so I had to go below for a minute, 2 Kilo Whiskey.
We'll go
124
autopilot.
Mike Charlie, radar contact, climb and maintain 17,000.
124 Mike Charlie, 1,600, climbing 17,000. 17,000 is set, chat. Let's go ahead and go into flitch mode here. Go 240 in the climb. Climb power set. Foster, we HFD? No, sir. We're just departed out of STP. St. Paul, and we're going to Indianapolis exec. That's the route we got going right now. I don't know if that's what you were asking, which HFD or not.
For 124 Mike Charlie, turn right heading 090.
090 for Mike Charlie. 090. There we go, 090 heading. It did kind of look a little bit like Hartford, you're not wrong. Cranking and banking, chat.
GPS 2561, contact Minneapolis Center 134.25, good night.
I don't know why it's blocking caps there, but is that for me, chat? Say again? No, it was not for me. Never mind. Ooh, my altimeter was not set correctly, and it is now, though. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, sometimes the, because I'm still using the Streamlabs bots, even though I'm using OBS Studios now for streaming, and sometimes they're a little funky. God only knows why, but...
We're 124 Mike Charlie, turn right direct jet it, resume the December 07 departure.
Alright, right direct jet it to resume the departure for Mike Charlie, thank you. So direct to jet it, chat, so right here, jet it, we'll put that up top. We'll execute that, and we'll go ahead and hit the nav button, and we'll let the airplane nav its way to jet it. And from there he says own nav, so we're going to actually put it in again.
Departure, good evening,
so we can redraw the line.
4000 on the Cabrew 1, turn for 260.
Let's go ahead and increase the speed since we're above 10,000. We'll go 270 knots now on the climb. That'll reduce our climb rate here a little bit, so that we're not going too fast.
17,000, 1440 heavy.
This airplane still does have a little bit of a stutter in the sharper bank turns, I've noticed.
FedEx 1440 heavy, turn right direct Herbeck. Start to Herbeck, FedEx 1440 heavy. Or 124 Mike Charlie, contact Minneapolis Center 134.25, good night.
13425 for Mike Charlie, good night. So let's reduce this climb rate here for a second. And we gotta tune that frequency, 13425, 134.25. Center, good evening. Citation 124 Mike Charlie is 15-4 for 1717,000.
Citation 124 Mike Charlie, Minneapolis Center, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb to 310, Citation 4 Mike Charlie. All the way up to cruise, chat. Let's go back into Flitch. And we'll let her climb. Let her climb. Oh, like, so you can shout yourself out, that's right. And you misspelled... You misspelled your own username, wow. Yeah, that's the only thing I haven't done yet, chat. I apologize, as I have not gotten the Sim Toolkit Pro reset into this OBS Studios coming from Streamlabs after everything got messed up. I'm flying from St. Paul, which is Kilo Sierra Tango Papa, to Indianapolis Executive, Kilo Tango Yankee Quebec. So I do apologize for that, like I said, because of those issues I was having with Streamlabs. I ported everything over to OBS, and I have not gotten the Sim Toolkit Pro stuff yet, so that's where we're going from. What I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to throw a little text thing in here, just so you guys can see where I'm going. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we'll go ahead and throw this down here. So you guys have something that you can see and know exactly what flight I'm doing. Where do we do that? Something simple and easy. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. That works.
Walker
Brady in the best. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in today. Can you like request pushback and stuff also? It depends. In the US, VATSIM doesn't really simulate a whole lot of ramp operation. Sometimes during bigger events they will though. It really depends on the Depends on the ARTCC. Depends on who you're talking to. So it is something that can possibly happen there, Oscar. Flitch is flight level change for Pilot 23, who's asking. Who already knows the answer.
American 700, Minneapolis Center, Roger. United 432, Minneapolis.
I would be interested, Eric. Thank you for that. Because honestly, that would probably be better than using. I don't think I want to use the Sim Toolkit Pro. It's nice to have all that altitude other information, but really I just need something that shows you where I'm going, like the destination to and from. So if you're able to make something like that for me, I will not say no. I appreciate that, man. Something small though. I want something that literally can just be like in this bottom little corner right here. So we're gonna go into Streamception here. You see this bottom little thing right here where I'm kind of putting my mouse? That's kind of where I want it to be, just in that bottom little spot there. Something really small and out of the way so it's not super big is what I would prefer. If you're going to do something like that for me. And again, I appreciate you for doing that if you are going to take the time out of your day to do that. I really would appreciate that. Snowy land up here in Minnesota, just as you would expect. Again, it fits the bill for this deep freeze event that they've got going on right now. We are getting a little bit of turbulence right here. You guys can see with the vertical speed kind of fluctuating there, but we're still climbing like a bat out of hell. 25,000, we're still going at almost 2,000 feet a minute. This thing is a rocket ship. What is what called again, Oscar? I think are you talking about VATSIM? VATSIM. If Kenny Monster, if you're still listening, if you want to put the link to vatsim.net again, please, in the chat.
Minneapolis Center, United 432.
Yes, sir. VATSIM is what you want. If you want to join the network that I'm on right now, Kenny Monster's got the link right there. He put a link for you. If you want to sign up, you can grab that link and you can sign up. Again, it's free to join. All you need is an email and need to be above the age of 13.
United 432, Minneapolis Center, duplicate code, squawk 6352.
6352, United 432.
The plane's already jumped itself into Mach, so what I'm just going to do now, Chad, is the rest of the way we're just going to go 1,500 feet a minute. We're going to let the airplane kind of speed up, let the airspeed build up. Yeah, Oscar, yep, as long as you're 13 and up, so you're the appropriate age to join VATSIM. I gotta watch my language on the stream now, chat, though, if I got someone that's 13 years old watching me. Airrock FX, thanks for coming in today, and Leo BM05, thank you for the follow. Thank you for coming in today, sir. We are in the working title mod CJ4. We are flying from St. Paul to Indianapolis Executive. We are on our way to our cruise altitude of flight level 310, and we are feeling good. I absolutely love this airplane too. This is far and beyond my favorite airplane in the sim right now, no doubt. Airrock FX, absolutely my favorite right now, without a doubt in my mind. Let's go to 1,000 feet a minute the rest of the way here for the last $2,000. It's been a pleasure to have a jet now, a workable jet, GA jet. I should be specific, GA jet in the sim. It's been a godsend.
Gotta push the button still, bud.
Get a little view outside the wing
still
here.
3425.
Rob Valkyrie, thanks for coming in today. So is my stream fixed? Yes and no. I've ported over from Streamlabs OBS to OBS Studios. It seems to be working properly. I've got most of the stuff back the way it should be working. Hopefully it continues to work. I did reduce the from 1080 to 720.
Minneapolis Center, hello, United 754
1080p to 720p.
12,000, climbing 17,000.
United 754, Minneapolis Center, climb
It seems to be working. We're at the last 1,000 feet. We should probably be in the cockpit for
Climb
that.
maintain flight level 310, United 754.
30,000, 300, 310.
13.5 for 17.
So yeah,
Delta
as long as you guys think it's working smooth, then yeah, I think we're good. It seems to be working properly now. Hopefully it holds up, like I said, over the course of time. I don't know what was going on with my computer yesterday and most of today, but it seems to, you know, knock on some wood, seems to stabilize itself. I think just some kind of update. It must be like some Windows update or something kind of messed things up. And then I don't know what happened with Streamlabs, but all of a sudden Streamlabs OBS was bogging down my computer too much, so I went to the more computer-friendly OBS Studios since it's a much simpler product. Still able to do pretty much everything I need to do, though, in terms of functionality-wise with it. You know, my banner up at the top is kind of all correct still and everything, so we're, you know, no complaints at that point, I guess. But, yeah, we'll see. And then I also figured out today from Spectrum, I had the Spectrum technician come over to the house today, and there is nothing wrong with the internet on my end, chat. It is Spectrum's problem. They said, he said he found a lot of interference and inconsistencies with one of their nodes, I guess whatever node that we're hooked to. So the drop frames are not my fault, and, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, the drop frames, they found out it is on Spectrum's end, so hopefully that's something that gets rectified. And it will knock on some wood again. So far I haven't had any drop frames yet in the stream. Let's hope it stays that way. Maybe they already got around to fixing it. They said sometime within the next 3 days it should be good to go. So it's been a long 24 hours almost of me just trying to troubleshoot things with my computer and the internet and everything, but it's all coming together now. Seems to be working as it should for the most part. And I actually don't mind this OBS Studios. You know, it's not as nice looking and maybe not even as functional as Streamlabs OBS, and we're going to go into Streamception here so I can tell you guys, but it works all the same. I mean, it's, you know, it does what it needs to do. You do need the extra addition of having Streamlabs labels open so that I can have my banner up the top update with people's usernames for when they follow or when they subscribe, etc. But otherwise, yeah, it's it really is the same thing, but it actually is less of a computer hog, so I think I'm going to stick with it.
DOCOM 728, contact Minneapolis Center 133.
There should be a place on there where you'd be able to register. I think where you try to log in, Oscar, there should be a create a new account option. But without looking at the website, I'm not able to tell you. So I apologize for that. I'm not going to be able to look while I'm streaming, but looks like I'm going to have full ATC the whole way, chat. We got 2 Indy centers, a bunch of Chicago centers, so that's good. I should have ATC the entire way on this flight, and there's the overspeed. Level off, and I never pulled the power back to cruise, and that's what I get. Where is Rob Valkyrie? I'm sure he's going to come yell at me here in about a second.
American 1560, flight level 330, best full speed.
American 1560, Minneapolis Center, roger.
Sim looks really good with kind of the snow-covered ground up here in the north. Great White North. Even though it's not Canada, it's Minnesota, but still. Stay off the bar pole. Yes, sir, I'm going to try. Let's see if I can find a setting that's going to hold me a reasonable speed that's not too slow, but also doesn't give me the boop boop boops every 5 seconds. Since we're at our cruise level. Guess we can also, well, it's kind of bumpy.
Mike Charlie, contact Chicago Center 127.77, good night.
12777 for Mike Charlie, good night.
Bye-bye.
Center, good evening. Citation 124 Mike Charlie, flight level 310.
Citation 124 Mike Charlie, Chicago Center, clear direct bribe.
Direct bribe for Mike Charlie. Direct to bribe, we'll execute that. A little bit of turbulence. Stopping me from hitting the execute button there. So right turn, direct to bribe. There's Rob Valkyrie. Overspeed, overspeed, overspeed. A little overspeed's not going to hurt the CJ4. If it was excessive, man, maybe, but a little overspeed's not going to kill us. Famous last words. Look at that snowy landscape. And we are using our Rex Weather Force. Thanks for coming in today, everyone. It's been a rough, like I said, 24 hours dealing with troubleshooting SIM issues and computer issues and internet issues, but it all seems to be kind of coming together, at least well enough where I can provide you the stream this evening. Hopefully not with too many, too many interruptions. Hopefully it's not stuttering too bad. So, it's just going to be the new normal. We've been in the new normal with COVID for a while now. I've got the new normal with my computer doing whatever it did after God knows what, some update, decided to screw something up. But, we're going to play through, right? Sometimes the show must go on, as I said in my stream title. So the show will go on. I hope you guys are enjoying the ride.
Station 4, Mike Charlie, have a reroute when you're ready.
We got a reroute, chat. Go ahead for 4, Mike Charlie.
Station 4, Mike Charlie, cleared to the Indianapolis Executive Airport via present position, direct bribe, direct Kokomo, Oscar Kilo Kilo, Victor 305, Waldo, Whiskey Elko Lima Delta Oscar, direct. Maintain full level 310.
Alright, re-cleared to Indy Executive, bribe, Oscar Kilo Kilo, Victor 305, Whiskey Echo Lima Delta Oscar, direct, flight level 310, citation 4 Mike Charlie.
3 back correct, thanks.
Alright, so we gotta redo the box here, chat. We're going direct to bribe, but now we gotta delete Jake's, we gotta delete this, and now we gotta do OKK. And then we gotta do Victor 305 to Baldo, and then direct, so KTYQ. We'll execute that. So now it's in the box correctly, and so that's our new reroute. It's all good to go. Oh, speak of the devil, chat, I am having a little bit of frame drop, so I do apologize if you get a little bit of buffer. Again, this is nothing I can control, unfortunately. I have learned that it is an issue on Spectrum Internet's end, and in theory, they're going to work on it over the next few days, so I do apologize. Unfortunately, there is nothing I can do about the minor frame drops that I might be having. So again, if you buffer, I apologize. Hopefully, you'll be able to refresh and have the sim catch up. I've done everything in the book, but again, one tech game today figured out it wasn't me, that it's this internet thing with Spectrum, and I apologize. It just is what it is, and hopefully it's not too bad tonight. Go take a look at that. We got the speed pretty stabilized. Let's go take a look at the wing view here. See what our passengers see out the left side. It's a cold but clear Sunday evening. Again, it would be nighttime in real life, chat, but I've set this into daytime just because I prefer to fly in the day. But a cold, crisp, clear evening up here in the northern part of the U.S. Minnesota. We're going to be going down towards Indiana. I'm sure there's another state we're going to cross through, but I don't remember my states very well. Illinois looks like we're going to cross through, which is why we're with Chicago Center. Let's see. I'm going to redo my route on Sky Vector as well, since we got the new thing. Waldo. Okay, so it really didn't change the route a whole heck of a lot, but Oscar 195, when you register, I think they give you a password in the email, so check your email with the information and they should give you a password and all that. Steve PHL says he flew in an American E-175 today. Nice takeoff thrust. Hey man, that's gonna be my airplane soon. Go to training March 1st for the U-175, so you got a little preview of what I'll be flying come probably sometime in May is when I'll be able to get to my initial operating experience, my IOE. So glad you enjoyed it, Mr. Steve PHL. Thanks for coming in today. In the meantime, I'm still technically a 145 pilot. I did not get called into work this week. We'll see about next week. I am on call from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. So we'll see if I have one last trip in me for the 145 since they are not going to use me in February. So I've got one last chance to be used. I could have potentially already flown my last trip on the 175 on that trip I did last week. But we'll see. Thanks for coming in today, though, Steve PHL. Alright, that's enough. I just realized we've been in this wing view for the passenger for quite some time. Let's go back and take a look at what's going on up front like we're supposed to be doing as the pilot. J Smitty 25, that's alright, man. Real world flying sounds a lot more fun than the sim flying. So I know it might be difficult for some to make the event tomorrow because it is an afternoon event. Oscar 195, to connect you're going to need to download a pilot client. There should be some instructions on that VATSIM website for new pilots that you should be able to follow. But you need to download, if you're using X-Plane, then you'll want to download X-Pilot. If you're using Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, then you'll want to download VPilot. And those are the pilot clients that you use to connect to VATSIM. I'm not going to be able to kind of hold your hand here while I'm streaming right now in terms of step-by-step. I do apologize, but either VPilot or X-Pilot, depending on which sim you're using, is what you want to download. And then you'll put your information in, and that's how you would be able to connect to the network.
Chicago Center, good evening. United 754 with you at flight level 310.
United 754 Chicago Center. Clear direct fight.
Speaking of that event tomorrow, chat.
Clear direct fight, United.
Virtual USA Flying Club, home field advantage #1. The Flying Club Snowbirds. Scottsdale, Flagstaff, Sedona, Grand Canyon National tomorrow afternoon. It's a Saturday afternoon event. 2 p.m. Eastern start time. I do intend to stream, and I do intend to be in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 for that. Tomorrow afternoon, unless something happens to come up tomorrow afternoon. I do intend to join in for that event and stream it, do some Flight Sim, Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 with it, as long as the stream cooperates, of course.
Delta 785 Chicago
I
Center,
also
Roger,
planned,
clear direct
it's funny that you
Blackhawk.
talked about the Mooney, J. Smitty, because I plan to fly the Carenado Mooney for that event tomorrow. The Carenado Mooney is what I plan to fly tomorrow for that event that the Flying Club is doing. Good Fixin says he's going to be there. I'd like to hear that. Now, what is it? I see 19 Cinnabons right now on the event for tomorrow. That's pretty good. I know John said he might not show up, so that would take it down to 18. I'm sure a bunch of people will join last minute, of course, too. It's going to be a really nice event that Brant Nyberg is going to be hosting for us tomorrow afternoon. His first of what are going to be many, he's told me, of the home field advantage, where he's going to take people from the Flying Club who filled out the event survey that happened in like November and put their home airports in there on that list, and he's going to start just picking all the home fields for different people in the Flying Club and doing events. I already have, I'm privy to the information of the second home field advantage event, which is going to actually be from Stewart. It's going to be a Stewart and Plymouth Crossfire, so my home airport and Eric Flight's home airport. And we're going to do a crossfire between Plymouth and Stewart for the second one. That's going to be sometime in February.
Alright, so crossfight at 1000 at 330-3026, United 754.
United 754, fight at 1000 and 300 knots.
Yeah, fight at 1000, 300 knots for United 754.
So those who watch me often, Kenny Monster, Jay Smitty, Good Fixin', Steve PHL, now that I've got the stream set up on OBS Studios instead of Streamlabs, I've tried to make it as similar as I can in terms of the setup. How does the stream look and sound? Does it look alright? Does it sound alright? Does it functioning the way it seems like it normally functions? That's my kind of my goal here. Was to make it as close as I could to, you know, what it has been. Oscar 195, like I said, I'm sorry, man, because I'm streaming right now, doing my own thing. I'm not going to be able to help you kind of hold your hand through it. My recommendation, Oscar 195, is go onto YouTube
looks like somebody changed
and look up how to connect to VATSIM on YouTube.
737-800, 9754.
That might be able to help you out a little bit there.
Roger, they put some sort of code in there. Thank you.
Looks
Yeah,
5.5, looks good, seems fine. All right, man. So that's what I like to hear. Hopefully that holds true. Again, I don't know what was plaguing my computer, but I've had to make adjustments. Again, I did go down from 1080p to 720p, but honestly, that's probably for your guys' benefit anyway. Probably make the stream even better. I know a lot of people don't watch in 1080p anyway, so kind of is what it is. We're there. As long as it seems like it's working, then I guess we're good. Set her up our heading bug here.
Delta 785, clear direct fight, cross fight at 1,300 knots, the O'Hare altimeter 3023.
Alright, direct flight will cross at 11 and 300 knots.
Yeah, Jay Smitty, I was nervous about making the switch because of the issues I was having, but then I realized, yeah, a lot of people probably aren't even watching in 1080p anyway, and if they are, then, well, they'll have to get over it. I take this streaming stuff a lot more seriously than I should. I always try to say that I do it just for fun, but then I always want to try and put the highest quality, best quality stream together for you guys because I want it to be entertaining for you guys, and so I do my best to try and do that, and yeah, maybe I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so it always sucks when things kind of go wrong and you have to make, you know, adjustments and things like that, but, you know, we're here.
179 Chicago Center.
Seems to be working, so like I said, hopefully that holds true, and we'll let it ride, right? That's all we can do. It looks like 4K to me, Rob says. Well,
Good evening, Chicago Center, Walker 509.
I mean, this sim is beautiful. There's no denying that. Flight Sim 2020 is a absolutely gorgeous
Walker 509, roger.
sim in terms of the visuals.
Should have given you a descend via clear direct Blackhawk and maintain flight level 290.
It's way better than X-Plane 11 with ortho for XP.
Blackhawk, Walker 509.
You know, for as much as I loved X-Plane and having that ortho for XP, I mean, just in terms of just how it looks, 2020 blows it out of the water. And there, you know, with no way around that. Obviously, X-Plane is still better in a lot of ways in terms of functionality and, you know, payload aircraft and all that stuff. But if we're going just by the looks, it really is no contest. And that's just my honest opinion. Citation 4 Mike Charlie, contact Chicago Center on 135.15. 13515 for Mike Charlie. Good night. 3515. What am I doing here, chat? That's the one. Center, good evening. Citation 124 Mike Charlie, flight level 310.
Citation 124 Mike Charlie, Static Center, hello.
Hello. Stab to the face. Thank you for coming in today. Happy Friday to you as well. Have you encountered anyone operating multiple frequencies yet since they allowed it? I don't know if I have. Thank you for the follow, Stab to the face. I appreciate that. I don't know if I have there, Good Fixins. I actually haven't even tried to use it yet either, and I'm not going to be able to tonight because I don't think there's an ATIS at Indianapolis Executive. So I haven't really seen anyone use it or anyone kind of mess around with it at all yet, to be honest with you. Oh, Stab to the face. I appreciate the subscription, my man. Thank you so much for the Tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you for coming in today, my man. Always happy to have a new subscriber on the channel. Thank you so much.
Chicago Center, Delta 1956, coming out of south, flight level 340.
Delta 1956, Chicago Center, Russia.
Chicago Center, WestJet 416 Heavy, flight level 370 from the west.
WestJet 416, Chicago Center, hello.
Are they going to update on my little thing up top there? Got the recent follow.
Contact Minneapolis Center 134.25.
It has a little bit of a refresh up there. You should be the most recent sub on my little banner there up there eventually. There it goes. I guess it does have like a 1 minute little refresh there. Again, I'm getting used to the new setup here on OBS Studio instead of using Streamlabs because of issues that I was having with it. Software engineering, we call that eventual consistency. That's pretty funny. I've never heard that before. I won't lie. I've never heard that before. That's pretty good. Let's go and check out what our passenger is seeing right again. Out the left wing. Boom. I think that's Chicago?
Citation 124 Mike Charlie, descend of pilots, discretion maintain, flight level 250.
Pilot discretion 250, citation 4 Mike Charlie. So our discretion down to 25, chat. We'll hold off for a little bit here. And again, when we decide to leave flight level 310, we have to make the call. It is required that we make the call and let them know we're leaving 310 for 250. A lot of pilots don't do it. Even in real world, a lot of pilots don't do it, but I make a point to do it. Was doing dry January, but decided to take a cheat day today. I'm actually drinking a little bit of apple juice myself, but I don't talk about the actual specifics on the stream. You never know who's watching.
Presidential 5-6, resume normal speed. Citation 4 Mike Charlie, contact Chicago Center 134.87, so long.
13487 for Mike Charlie, good night.
Southwest 4530.
155.
Oh, another 1.55, we're looking for it now.
Center, good evening. Citation 124 Mike Charlie, flight level 310, PD to 250. PD being
Citation 4 Mike Charlie, Chicago Center, good evening.
American 157, contact Cleveland 11.87.
No, I'm not boarding. My packet crashed. That's right, robot.
American 157, contact Cleveland 11.87.
Center American 2041, what was the frequency again?
American
Talisker 10.
157, contact Cleveland 11.87.
I don't think I've had Talisker 10 yet.
Center Delta 82, hello.
I'll have to add that to my list, because I haven't had that one yet.
Delta 82, welcome back.
What is that? Is that a...
Chicago Martin Air 161, 34.34.
Is that an Inslay or Speyside? What?
Yeah, it's 631, contact Cleveland Center 11.87.
1987, bye-bye.
Can American 2041 get the frequency again?
American 2041, Minneapolis on 133.45.
3345, American 2041.
Station 6 Juliet Sierra, contact Cleveland 11.87, good night.
1987, we'll
I have a lot of different bottles above my head right now, but I'm not going to talk about
Martin Air
this.
161, level
Again, specifically on the
350
stream.
for 360.
American 157, how do you hear me?
Kind of
Martin Air
peaty, okay.
161, Chicago Center, good evening.
Is it like, because I like, I guess I'll mention this one. I don't usually like talking about this stuff on stream because you never know a lot. But what about, I like,
1601 to clear the active 32 at Fort Wayne. I'd like to go to the cargo ramp.
Lagavulin.
Yankee.
Oh, so it's not like Lagavulin, okay.
Or
See, you already knew what I was going for. We've had this conversation before. I may or may not have a semi-empty bottle of Lagavulin in my dresser above me right now.
And say the parking one more time.
Yeah, we're going to the cargo ramp. It's on the southwest side of the airport.
Okay, Freight Dog 1601, Roger. Taxi the cargo ramp via
Should probably start that descent, huh? It
and
seems like we've been up here
cross
for a while.
32 remain this frequency.
Yankee Charlie and cross runway 32 this frequency 1601. Thanks.
Simply 1602 Chicago Center, good evening. Climb 18, fly level 370, normal speed.
Center Citation 4 Mike Charlie is at a 310 for 250.
Station 4 Mike Charlie, Chicago, climb 18, flight level.
I know, we're descending, sorry. We're descending out of flight level 310 for down to 250 for 4 Mike Charlie.
There we go, 4 Mike Charlie, Roger, the center 18, flight level 250.
250 4 Mike Charlie, thanks. Someone didn't alert him that I was PD to 250. The last controller might have missed that.
Chicago Martin Air 161, I'd like to step away for 1 5 minutes.
Rob Valkyrie says we are listening. Who's we?
Minor 161, it's approved, just advise back.
As long as it's not the fuzz, we're good. It's another one that I can safely say that I've never heard of good fixins. Kenny Monster, sounds good, my man. Enjoy the flight into Minneapolis this evening for the deep freeze F&O. Again, I decided to go the departure route out of St. Paul. And we're just starting our descent now into Indianapolis Executive. So you enjoy your flight, man. Stay safe. Don't crash. Make good choices. Did we already kind of pass where Chicago is? I think Chicago's like over here somewhere, chat. So I think we are past Chicago area on the lake there. The Great Lake of Lake Michigan.
Region 440, contact Indy 119.55.
Well, in my case, I haven't been working a lot, to be honest with you. But yeah, F&Os can be a little bit intense. But I usually try to go in where it's not super busy. I'll do some stuff like I'm doing now, random GA stuff, kind of give them the traffic, but give them a little bit of a different look and not get caught up in the fray of, you know, I get enough holds and deviations and diversions and other stuff with my job in real life that in the sim I just kind of want to, you know, chill. I guess if you want to call it that. Some are less busy, and that's true too. How's the CJ4 treating you? Oh, this working title modded CJ4 is awesome. It's awesome. I love it. Like I said, right now it's probably still currently my favorite aircraft in the sim, without a doubt. I absolutely enjoy flying the pants off of this thing. 26 for 25.
Altitude.
So it has been fantastic. Oh, shoot. Let me turn the landing rate meter on before I forget, chat. Crap. Almost forgot to put the G's on. There we go. Glad I just remembered that. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, too, I got to put in my landing speeds. Oh, remembering it all at once here. What's the weather down over at Indianapolis Executive? It is...
Yeah, 1214,
clear
Chicago
skies,
Center,
320 at 8.
Hey, good afternoon, Center. Delta 1299.
Temperature is -6.
That's all on Chicago Center, good evening. That's 718, flight level 320, no delay.
320, no delay.
Oh, I didn't put an arrival runway in yet. What's the wind again? 320, so it's going to be runway 36, so we'll plan the ILS to 36. Send that in. Alright, good. I remembered to put my speeds in, chat. So now we'll actually have a reference speed and an approach speed, so I don't screw that up.
Chicago Center, November 23, Papa Romeo, with you, 9,500.
Whole U.S. is lit up with AT. Is the whole U.S. lit? Let's see.
Number 23, Papa Romeo, Chicago,
yeah, almost.
maintain flight level.
The only people missing are
good
Boston, surprisingly. You would think Boston of all people, and then L.A. Or, I'm sorry, Oakland. Are the only two centers that are... Oh, Miami, too. So, yeah, but most of the... Pretty much the heart of the U.S. is all online. Look at that. Look at the amount of people going into Minneapolis right now, chat. Oh, my God. That is a reason why I do, you know, the obscure. Because that looks like it is going to be an absolute cluster.
Leisure 491, contact Indianapolis, 119.55.
That is absolutely bonkers.
Contact Indy at 119.55. Good night, see ya.
I haven't seen an FNO that busy in a while, to be honest with you guys. Been a long time since I've seen an FNO that was that busy. Holy shit. 211 arrivals into Minneapolis.
23 up railing when able to reset transponder, squawk 3214.
Wow.
3214.
Far and beyond the biggest FNO in a long time, chat. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I did what I did and decided to do a little short, you know, CJ hop to somewhere obscure, because that's insane. Kool-Aid Jammer 7, thanks for coming in today. Good to see you, Kate. My God, 211 arrivals in Minneapolis.
Boone at 111,000. The O'Hare altimeter 3024.
We haven't seen an FNO with that high a level since COVID started. Like March, April, May, FNOs were so crazy that they started doing the open mic night stuff. We haven't seen traffic levels like that in a while. That is bananas.
161 reset transponder, squawk 3232.
Yeah, I'm happy doing my St. Paul to Indianapolis executive leg chat. Very much so. That's a little much. Even for me, that would be a little much. Quite content with what I'm doing. Stab to the face. I don't know about that one, Chief. I'm gonna go with the big yikes on that one.
Mark 161 Chicago.
I don't think that the arrivals into Atlanta ever peaked over 200, at least what I saw on VATSIM, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Ooh, I'm overspeeding. Whoops. Whoopsies. Probably expect a bit of a descent here soon, chat. Good news and bad news. I bought my 32 gigabytes RAM installed tonight. Works really good. Love it. Big upgrade. Also got to install 1 terabyte NVMe. Bad news. One of my monitors. Oh my god. Well, that sucks. That's unfortunate that one of the monitors broke. I'm sorry, but you still have 2 others. I only use 2 monitors. I have my monitor for the sim, and I have my monitor for everything else.
Station 4 Mike Charlie 718 1515 correction 14 14,000.
14,000 for my Charlie. There's the descent we were looking at, chat. Let's go ahead and do at least 2,000 feet a minute.
I'm Mountain 161 you on frequency.
So that's mostly good news. It sucks that you're going to have to buy another monitor, but again, I only use 2 monitors, so I don't know if I feel that bad or not. I don't have room on my desk for another monitor. I don't even have room on my desk for the Bravo yoke, or Bravo throttle quadrant. I have the Alpha yoke by Honeycomb. I don't have room on my desk for the throttles, so well, it's not worth investing in anymore if I'm going to be going to training
Chicago
and working a lot more starting in March. So
direct dock to
I gotta enjoy the stream time while I got a chat. But
Level 218 Chicago Center, welcome.
Come March 1st, my life is going to start becoming very, very busy again with work. Like it was before I injured my shoulder and really started doing all this Twitch stuff. So it's going to be different. I definitely will not be streaming as much come March as I have been over the last year and change. So it'll be an adjustment even for me. But it is for the best. Gotta get paid after all. I'm not gonna stream from the road, no sir. I definitely do not have that kind of capacity. Yeah, definitely can't do that. Stab in the face. That is not allowed.
Chicago Center, Minute 642, Papa call, level at 7,000, good evening.
That's a 2 Papa call, Chicago Center, good evening.
Fartface 12366. What a name there. Thanks for coming in today. We are on our descent into Indianapolis Executive. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Papa call, flying the ILS from a 27 left at southbound.
Yeah, 27 left, ILS works great for us, Papa call.
Delta 218, clear direct hulls and cross hulls at 12,000.
Stab in the face. Thank you so much. 15 for 14. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
4 by Charlie, 718, 4,000 now.
4,000 for my Charlie. There we go. We'll keep this descent coming. Appreciate those gifted subs, man. 5 gifted. G-Nice.
718, 5,000.
Hochinia. 5,000 for my Charlie. Dave Rendon, Rippin' 1, Mevery C1, 751. Thank you. You're gonna all get gifted subs from Stab at the Face. Thank you so much. And we are in the descent, Fartface, descent into Indianapolis Executive. Yes, sir. I'm flying the working title modded Citation CJ4.
Center United 6, we're on flight level 350.
Dead 671, Chicago Center, good evening.
Yeah, I would say it's probably my favorite airplane in the sim right now. Because that actually works like it should.
Diana 6, are we in your airspace?
Yeah, the 671, you should be over Cleveland on 119.87.
119.87.
Chicago, next 2879 will be 640. Sorry, 3220.
Omega 2879, Chicago Center, good evening. Delta 1209, clear direct to hulls and correction disregard. Station 4 by Charlie, contact Indianapolis Center, 119.55, good night.
119.55 for my Charlie, good night.
Forks to flight level 240, or excuse me, 230, Burley to 2400.
Legion 343, contact Memphis Center, 133.65, good night.
We're getting to the thick of it here, chat. Below
65,
10. Center, good evening. Citation 124, my Charlie, 9,800, descending 5,000.
Citation 124, Mike, Charlie, Indy Center, good evening. Contact Indy Center 128.22.
2822 for my Charlie. Short stay. Center, good evening. Citation 124, my Charlie, 9,000, descending 5,000. Indy Center, citation 124 Mike Charlie.
Station 124 Mike Charlie into center. Hello, the altimeter at Indy is 3020. You have an approach request for 2IQ?
You can just take the visual for 36 for 4 Mike Charlie.
4 Mike Charlie, roger. Expect the visual 36 at executive. Station 4 Mike Charlie, and if you're not already, clear direct the Indianapolis Executive Airport pilot's discretion. You can maintain 3,000 and report the airport in sight.
Alright, 3,000, report the field in sight. 4 Mike Charlie, thank you.
UPS 302 heavy, turn left heading of 270. I'm sorry, right turn 270.
Field has got to be right out in front of us here somewhere. Oh, we're right above it. We're literally right above it. I think that's it right there. It is.
Oh, 232, you said you wanted the left or the right side, or are you on the, which side of the terminal you're on, sorry?
Field in sight, 4 Mike Charlie.
4 Mike Charlie, third visual approach to 36 at Terre Haute.
Clear visual 36, 4 Mike Charlie. Alright, so we're gonna kind of just...
4 Mike Charlie, your radar service is terminated. You can cancel IFR in the air with me on the ground on this frequency change approved.
We'll cancel now, 4 Mike Charlie.
4 Mike Charlie, the IFR cancellation is received. Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. You have a good night.
Frequency change approved, 4 Mike Charlie, good night. So now we're going to go to Unicom. Since it's an uncontrolled field, we're clear for the visual approach. We'll set ourselves up for a little downwind here. And we'll make calls Unicom. Indy Executive, citation 124 Mike Charlie is joining the left downwind for runway 36. It'll be a full stop, Indy Executive. We'll have the ILS in the back. Really going to start to slow up here as we get to this 3,000. What was the final altitude? Final approach fix altitude on this is 2,700. So I'm actually going to keep going down 2,700. Again, I'm just going to kind of maneuver myself here to get almost lined up with the final approach fix. Give myself a nice, plenty of time to get set up and get on a stabilized approach here. First notch of flaps in. Kind of start that base turn. Indy Exec traffic, citation 4 Mike Charlie is in the left base for runway 36 in Exec. Do I take flight pass from chat? Usually I do not, I'll be honest with you. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Ripper1. I'm sorry I missed that. Fartface, I usually kind of just do my own thing. But if you want to suggest something, you're welcome to. I am not going to do any more flying tonight. Once I land at any exec, that's going to do it for me this evening. Speaking of, we got a landing coming up, chat. If you want to put in a landing rate guess, now would be the time. Put a positive or negative number in the chat. It means all the same. The G's meter will let us know how good or not good my landing is going to be. I think it's time to fly it by hand here, chat.
Autopilot.
Get the autopilot on. Gear down, flaps full. Got the runway in sight. It's a snowy runway out here. Someone forgot to do some paving, so we'll have to just clear it out ourselves. So a hold number, not a 6 out of 10, but a hold number there, Fartface. It'll give me an actual descent rate, feet per minute descent rate for my landing. So like the other guys are doing, 75, 69, 97. Or it could be 3 digits. Usually it's in like the 100 to 200 range. Everyone's being generous to me so far. But that's what you want to put for the landing rate guess. This is a whole number. 420 is an acceptable guess. A little high on the slope, so I'm correcting. Getting back onto that final approach course here. Again, we're geared down, flaps are full. Indy Executive, Citation 4 Mike Charlie is on a 3-mile final for runway 36. Indy Executive. Doesn't sound like there's anybody here with us, so we've got the runway to ourselves. Going a little bit on the fast side. Let me bring that power back here just a wee bit. To the face, 1 out of 10. Well, look, let me do the landing first before you decide if your day is ruined or not. How about that? Hard to see the runway because it's covered in snow. The sim needs to do a better job of having the runways clear even if the area is snow covered. But let's see what we can do with it. This airplane loves to float. Minus 107, not bad. Our next left turn off. So the FBO is all the way up here. It's the only place there's any kind of building. So we'll just turn left and then we'll taxi on up. Not bad at all. I think 97 is going to be the closest to 107. So Jay Smitty, congratulations. Good guess. Yeah, the sim needs to do a better job of having the runways at least kind of cleaned up when there's snow in the area. I feel like they over-exaggerate quite a bit. Good job, Jay Smitty. The next time I stream is most likely tomorrow afternoon. I'm probably going to stream again, do more stuff. I'm going to probably be in the Carinata Mooney tomorrow for the Virtue USA Flying Club Snowbirds event. I didn't experience any issues, thank God, so hopefully that holds true for the rest, the next few times that I stream here. Everything seemed to be pretty good tonight. Just gonna park right here and we're gonna call it good. So this was the only flight that I did tonight. Tomorrow will be multiple legs for the event that we got going on. Let's talk more about the event that we got going on tomorrow. The Virtue USA Flying Club event tomorrow. The Virtue USA Flying Club Snowbirds event. Scottsdale, Flagstaff, Sedona, Grand Canyon National tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. I do plan on participating and streaming for that unless something comes up. But that's a good event coming up. Hosted by Brant Nyberg, a.k.a. Melvin Leroy on Twitch. He's a good dude. So if you're not already familiar with the Virtual USA Flying Club, the details you're going to need are going to come up here in just a second when I type that in. The link to the Discord is right there. If you're a VATSIM member, because you do need to be a VATSIM member to join, but if you are a VATSIM member and you're interested in GA flying, then check out the Virtual USA Flying Club. The link, like I said, to the Discord is right there. And always happy to have new members. So that's going to do it tonight for me. Quick little trip. Just wanted to really kind of test things out on the stream, and it looks like it all kind of worked out pretty well, so I'm very happy with that. Let's see who else is streaming so I can keep you guys in the flight sim mood tonight. Who do we got? Who do we got? We have Mustafa is streaming. So why don't we host Mustafa? He's got a little giveaway it looks like he's got going on tonight, so that seems like a good place to go. So let's go ahead and give a raid to Mustafa. Tell him I said hello, chat. Thank you for coming in today. Have a great night, guys. Stay safe. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow afternoon.